So the first thing we're getting into is a video by Decoyvoice. Like I said, I'm liking his channel, I'm liking his stuff. The video is called "This AI Needs to Stop Immediately." Well, judge for yourself. Does this girl need to stop immediately? Well, let's find out.
Draw the line with AI, because this looks like any girl on social media with a huge following, but this
But it's not.
is actually AI generated as a
What in the world? But they based it off of a real girl. They based it off of a real girl, but what you see is the AI generated version of it. Okay? Now, here's the area where AI could be contested in court. It's like it's not creating something really new. It's derivative work in a way. It's kind of mixing things and whatever. I hope that wins in court, because if that argument loses, what that means is that anything that that's all sorts of jobs that are at stake there. Okay, we'll get into this some more.
Apparently they took an actual girl and edited it into someone different. But the most insane part is, this wasn't the only alternate version of her, as AI artists are spawning hundreds of different people, as the actual girl apparently is very popular on...
Wait, you mean she's spreading around like a virus? You mean to tell me this AI version of her is now having other clones, other duplicates, and they're kind of spreading around, and they have their own social media profiles and interacting with people, and people still talk to them regardless of whether it's AI or not, because they just see a hot chick and they don't really care. Wow. It's almost as if we've been warned about this. I think the Matrix has something about this, right? About was Agent Smith a virus? So these AI girls are like a virus. They're like a virus. And how are you going to fight that when you're pinching tent down there? Huh? How are you going to fight that? See, the rise of the machines, all those sci-fi movies we saw, the novels you read, they made it seem like it was going to be by force, by violence. Oh, no. You're going to want it. You're not going to want to fight. You're going to have to resist.
Online, where her Instagram does have links to her exclusive online content, but now there's also fake accounts using the alternate AI version of her, also having huge amounts of followers, where they interact with fans that actually think they're talking to a real person, while other accounts actually interact with their fans as if they actually were that AI generated girl. And this was always eventually going to happen as career.
Wow. Do you guys see what's happening here? You understand what the potential is? Do you understand that even the world's, how should I say this? One of the earliest professions, so to speak. What is that? Let me put it this way. Ladies that think they can get by showing some skin or doing some favors for money. Even that profession is at risk. That's what it means. Anyone could create and put out one of those AI girls, and there you go.
Careers in Korn continuously create crazy stories of conventionally successful women becoming astronomically wealthy online, leaving their jobs as...
those are like 1%. Like, it's not a lot. What would you see? You see stories like this, but then you go on Twitter, and you'll see a bunch of thoughts. Can I say that on Twitch? You'll see a bunch of ladies desperately trying to sell their stuff, and it's just like, guys, like, you understand it's a saturated market. Or ladies, it's a saturated market. Like, the value has to be dipping, right? I mean, the supply is off the chain. Yeah, I don't. I guess people are still buying, of course.
nurses to make $200,000 a month, leaving their job as a teacher to make over 7 figures, leaving a law firm to make her former annual salary in 1 month, and even tales of helicopter ambulance workers turning to adult content. So it was only a matter of time before the tech bros started to get in on it, where previously...
Yeah, and the tech world is in on it, and now you have these AI girls, which this isn't a totally new thing. People have been doing this already, using those virtual, what do you call those? What do you call those? Those virtual avatars. Project Melody was one. Project Melody. Do you remember that? You probably don't. It was like a fully 3D woman, and it challenged the cam girls. Cam girls did not like that Project Melody was allowed to be on their cam sites, whatever, because it competed with them, and it actually got more views, it got more money, and all that stuff. They were out competed by pretty much a dude, a dude behind a webcam pretending to be a girl. I mean, this is crazy.
It was just digital marketers using AI to drive traffic to the models for a commission, but why make 10% of her content when they can make 100% of her content? Yeah. So I'm a bit in the air about this whole situation. On one hand, I think it's dumb for these AI artists to create new women online for social media just to bait sad men into thinking they're actually forming a relationship with these non-existent girls. But on the other...
It is kind of sad. It is kind of sad, for sure. Now I have... And I think I have dipped my toes in that water, son. But mine was like a half-ass. I was just curious what would happen. I think you know what it is. I think 8 people subscribe to it. I was like, no way. No way. It can't be this easy, can it? Oh, man. But people are gullible. People will fall for this. They don't care.
Other hand, is this pseudo relationship any different than the original adult content creator? Because yes, it's pretty messed up to take a girl's video online and edit it so it's a more attractive, marketable product. I can only imagine if someone took all my videos, deepfaked me into some busty blonde, then suddenly I found out that Decoyvoice hit 1 million subscribers in only a few months. I'd be upset.
Is that a real channel? If there's not already a Decoyvoice, one needs to be created. And put to the test.
But also kind of respected. But what I don't get is some of these AI accounts only slightly edit the original video, can make their account openly state that this is AI content, but people still reply to their videos as if they're actually talking to an actual girl. But again, is it any different than regular thirsty comments? Which is where I wonder.
And some of those could be bots as well, to make it seem like there's a lot of conversation going on there, a lot of activity, and be like, well, why wouldn't they sue them and challenge them? Well, where do you think these people live? They probably don't live in America. They probably live in India, where good luck challenging them. Yeah. Or why doesn't the platform just drop the AI accounts? Maybe they could. I mean, they have the power to, but if it's making them money too and bringing traffic, they're probably not going to do it. Like, for example, if people start doing like virtual streams with like AI on Twitch, would Twitch get rid of it? If it's making pretty good money for them, I don't think they would get rid of it.
Do these men, consumers of this custom adult content, realize that their interaction is never going to go beyond the screen? So think, why not pay for the next level of custom content and just get some tech dude to Mr. Potato Head together anything that they want to see? But here's where it gets strange, as we're now seeing robot strippers.
The future is now. The future is now.
Which is getting us eerily close to the 2014 film Ex Machina that addressed the issue of creating custom robot female companions. Or what we saw in the 2017 film Blade Runner, where lonely humans bond with AI companions. And yes, these robot women do look ridiculous today. But how fast did we go from
But there's good men on those projects.
this looks so realistic to AI drawing girls with Cthulhu-like hands 6 months ago to basically
Yeah, the technology has definitely improved very rapidly. It is, I think, this is going to put a lot of people out of work. It could be. What I'm seeing here, okay, one second. I'm checking something real fast. But I get it just right. Okay. Yeah. Being an escort, being a prostitute, all that stuff. Considered to be the oldest profession, as there's evidence dating back to 2400 BCE. Okay. If AI girls and robot strippers entered the scene, I'm sure there'd be people that still want the real thing, but it'll definitely push them, the real stuff, out of the market, won't it? Definitely challenge it. Yeah, you probably don't believe it. You probably be like, "Nah, that's not gonna happen." It will. It will, man. It will, and you're gonna tell me I was right. That's what's gonna happen there. That's what's gonna happen. Oh, even they are gonna be out of a job. Wrong button. Let me go back.
apparently is very take a girl's video online and edit it so it's a entirely. And no disrespect to people making money online, as I do it too, but I just don't have much actual exposure to girls that create adult content online. But from what I have seen of them on the Whatever podcast, I just don't know if they'll be able to avoid the AI thoughtpocalypse.
They're not
because
gonna be able
if
to
they
avoid
stop
it.
creating content online for AI to scrape, they cease to make money too. Sure, they could try to go after the digital artists legally, but it would be quite difficult to successfully sue somebody making these from India or China with the same laws don't apply. They can switch themselves off digital platforms, but then they no longer have the ability to gain thousands of customers that's turning these girls into millionaires. Not to mention the idea that robots are getting increasingly more advanced, as Russia's humanoid bots are starting to look somewhat realistic.
That's Russia? But that robot looks like... Why does that robot look like E.T.? Go back. Go back to that.
Not to mention the idea that robots are getting increasingly more advanced, as Russia's humanoid bots are starting to look
E.T.
somewhat realistic.
In some sort of like thing you would see in Mega Man. What the hell? At first I thought it was like a burn victim.
The UK's bots are actually beginning to play soccer.
What the? Look at that little dude. Look at that little guy. It's funny now and cute, but wait until they put guns on him. It's funny and adorable right now until they put guns on him. Because that's how it starts. The first few victims of like robot soldiers are not going to take it serious, especially if they're this small. Please keep them this small, not gigantic Terminators, okay? So that way it's like at least kind of cute and adorable. You're like, oh, look at you, little guy. And all of a sudden there's like a laser. It's like, oh, what's that? And it's too late. And it's too late. So sad.
And China's bots have that just ate Chipotle posture down to 100% accuracy. And here is where I lay out the actual problem that this presents for society as a whole.
I think it's hard to get the headshot that way. Maybe.
As AI is going to take human jobs, but at this juncture, we just don't quite know which ones yet, as people are fighting AI taxi drivers in San Francisco by placing traffic cones on them.
Activist groups Save Street Rebels call the effort to turn robot taxis into traffic cone unicorns the week of cone. Okay. Okay.
Disabling them for entire city blocks. AI delivery bots are seen all throughout Los Angeles.
Come on now, you're too wobbly. You're all over the
Oh, that
place.
robot's gonna get
What are you doing?
mugged,
Where
man.
people are now robbing them like robo pinatas and just mistreating them in general.
What is that person doing? It's censored. Poor robot. Robots have feelings, man. Is that a woman? Oh, it's crying out for help. It's crying out for help. They need. Are they gonna release RoboCop? Is that what's gonna happen? That'd be fucking weird. They're gonna find out RoboCop gets racist real fast. They released RoboCop, and they try to make it sensitive to racial issues or whatever, but it's gonna figure out real fast. It's gonna start targeting real fast. I mean, that's how AI works. It's gonna figure out a pattern, and it's gonna be mad. It's gonna be crazy. Oh man, they're gonna have to shut it down. Little delivery robot's dad is RoboCop.
Who is it? It's Austin.
Look at the little guy. His name is Austin.
They steal your food too? Austin got robbed.
And it's only a matter of time before they summon their security bot Big Bro that have been known to run over human beings.
Oh, toddlers. Well, okay, so robots have already claimed human lives. Man. So, are we still waiting on like the nuclear missiles and things to launch, like in Terminator, before we have that revolution against AI and the machines? Is that what we're waiting on? Because I don't know if we're all going to be alive after that. I think it'd be hard to fight when you're like trying to eat ramen noodles for sustenance and maybe engage into cannibalism because there's nothing really else to eat. Yeah.
Babies. Meanwhile, we know that algorithms have previously written premises.
House of Cards and our future of algorithmic programming. Wait. New White's original TV series would be a hit based on. I didn't even know they knew. Wait, so House of Cards was like. They used AI for that shit? What the fuck?
For TV shows, and as Hollywood strikes, Netflix is hiring people to manage AI products.
Oh yeah, Hollywood strikes. Oh, you want to strike and be like, don't use AI? Essentially, that's part of their argument. Well, that's not going to stop them. They're going to use it. You're going to find yourself out. What is that? Learn to code phrase? Shit, learn to suck dick until that job's taken. Then what do? Well, figure it out.
ChatGPT can code so well that it can get a high-paying programming job at Google, and Midjourney can even crank out amazing 3D character art in seconds. Now obviously a bit more goes into any of these jobs, but remember, ChatGPT came out this year, Midjourney came out just a bit before that, and they're already snatching jobs. Case in point, I wanted to make a Samurai Shogun Otani shirt for myself. I'm far from an artist, but it took me about 20 minutes to make this. I'm also writing that book, If Thieves Take Then Blam.
I can make my own art. It's not like I haven't already. You know, actually, the artwork from that Frob game I'm working on, it'd probably be a lot better if I used AI-generated artwork.
By Professor Fafo, and all of these things would normally require me going online to hire a specialist to write, illustrate, or design any of this stuff. But AI, even in its infancy, has eliminated an entire production studio and made it possible for one Neanderthal with a YouTube channel to do it all himself. And in the world of AI replacing human labor, if humans can only stop them from doing menial jobs like driving taxis or delivering food, I can imagine
Driving taxis and delivering food is even on the table of being eliminated. Because if cars can drive themselves, and you have little robots that can do deliveries, if everything gets automated, what do the humans even do at that point? If humans don't have something to do, they get bored. They get real bored. There's also idle hands, man. Not good. Not good at all. Wow. So the reason I reacted to this, I watched this, is because I believe we should be concerned about this, but also, what are we really going to do about it, guys? Because when they're coming in, when the AI is here and the machines are taking power and the AI is taking power, they're doing it with this. I mean, if the Terminators look like that in the freaking movie, I know they did that in Terminator 3, but if they started off like that, well, can I take it home? Like, well, like, how does breast feel? Like, is that really flesh? So many questions. By the time I get to, just a lot of questions. I'll never even realize it's a threat and then I'll be dead or whatever they wanted to do. Anyway, Decoyvoice, definitely check out his channel. His channel's big, and all that stuff. But yeah, that's cool.